Good morning, GenX fam. It's me, the GenX PawPaw, and this is the GenX Effect. I hope everybody's doing well and blessed this weekend. I hope you're having an amazing Saturday. Hope you're staying warm and dry. So today's topic's going to be what GenX PawPaw thinks makes a good man. Now remember, this is my opinion and my opinion only. Let's get into it. Being a good man doesn't always come easy, especially when your earlier years handed you a rough hand. I'm a man who lived through some struggles, some bad decisions, and some dark times. All in the beautiful, yet sometimes unforgiving Blue Ridge Mountains. It's a place where the air is clean and the scenery takes your breath away. But it's also a place where life can be just as tough as the rugged terrain. But I've learned something important through it all. That a man's past doesn't define his future, and it certainly does not determine whether he can be a good man. Over the years, I've thought a lot about what it is to be a good man. What does it take? Is it something you're born with? Or is it something you grow into over time? For me, it's a bit of both. But mainly it's about learning the right lessons from life's mistakes and still having the strength to move forward. Today I'm here to share with you my 10 key factors and what it is to be a good man. Now these aren't just some abstract ideas. These are lessons I've learned the hard way, and they've helped shape who I am. No matter what you've been through, you can choose to live through these principles. It's never too late.
I'm an Appalachian boy, you can feel it in my soul. I was born on hip hop and a lot of rock and roll, from the land of blue and gold and a...
My first key factor, integrity. Keeping your word. One of the first lessons I had to learn was the importance of integrity. When I was younger, I didn't always keep my word, and I paid the price for that. People stopped trusting me, and I always felt like I was on the verge of losing everything. But integrity, I come to realize, is about keeping your promises to others, and most importantly, to yourself. If you say you're going to do something, you need to follow through with it and do it. Being a man of your word means others can count on you, and more importantly, means you can count on yourself. When you start to live by this, you'll learn that the respect you earn is one of the most powerful things that you can hold on to. Number 2, accountability. Owning your actions. Accountability is another big one. For a long time, I ran from my mistakes. It was so much easier to blame the world, or to blame my circumstances, or to blame anyone but myself. But the truth is, until you own up to your own actions, good or bad, you're never going to move forward. Owning your mistakes takes courage, but it's also the only way you'll grow. You're not perfect, and neither am I. But when you take accountability for the things you've done, you start to see the power in making things right. It's a freeing feeling, and it lets you sleep at night knowing you faced the things you needed to. 3, humility. Knowing your limitations. Humility doesn't come natural to some people, and I was no exception. Like most, when I was young, I thought I had it all figured out. I was proud, stubborn, and blind to my own flaws. But the older I got, the more I realized there was strength in humility. The truth is, none of us have all the answers, especially me. And admitting you don't know everything is one of the smartest things you can do. When you humble yourself, you open up space for growth, and you stop getting in your own damn way. It's about knowing you can always learn, improve, and always listen to others who might have something valuable to offer. 4, do the hard work. There's no substitute for hard work. I've had my share of tough jobs, manual labor, long hours, unforgivable temperatures, and everything in between. There was times when I thought I'd never get ahead or get done, and times when I thought I didn't have the strength to keep going. But the thing about work ethic is it's not about how much you can get done in one day. It's about showing up, putting in the effort, and staying committed, even when shit gets tough. That's how you build something real. That's how you get to the place where you want to be, no matter where you start. 5, compassion. There is strength in empathy. Life can be hard, and sometimes it feels like everybody's just trying to get by. But one thing I've learned is that compassion is not a weakness. It takes a strong man to show empathy, to be kind when others are cruel, and to listen when others are way too quick to judge. I've been guilty of that a lot. I've made a shitload of mistakes, and I've been on the receiving end of the judgment. But compassion, both for others and yourself, has the power to heal wounds that time itself can't fix. A good man doesn't turn his back on those who are struggling. He reaches out. When you show compassion, you'll find it's just not the others that benefit. It changes you too. 6, respect for yourself and others. Respect is the foundation of every healthy relationship. And it starts with self-respect. If you don't respect yourself, you're going to have a real hard time respecting anyone else. It's about knowing your worth, not letting others mistreat you, and standing up for what you know is right. When you respect others, you honor their humanity, their experiences, and their value. Whether it's your family, your friends, or even strangers. Treating others with respect is one of the simplest ways you can build a life you can be proud of. 7, resiliency, bouncing back from life's bullshit. Resilience is not only a trait that helped me survive, but it's what kept me moving forward when life tried to knock me back. I've had my share of hard times. Some I caused myself, some were just circumstance of life's unpredictability. But every time I fell, I had to get back up. And when I got back up, I learned something new about myself. Resilience doesn't mean you never feel pain or doubt. It means even when you do, you keep going. There were times when I thought I couldn't take another step. But somehow, I kept going. And to me, in the end, that's what matters. It's not about being perfect. It's about picking yourself up, no matter how many times you fall. 8, courage, facing your fears. Courage is always something that's been in the back of my mind. But I didn't really understand what it meant until I had to face my own demons. It's easy to talk about courage when you're not facing something that scares you. But when you're looking at something that might break you, that's when courage matters. And courage isn't about being fearless. It's about doing what needs to be done even when you're scared shitless. Whether it's admitting you've been wrong, asking for help when you need it, or confronting the darkest parts of yourself. Courage is what allows you to break through those walls. Being a good man means finding the courage to face the truth about yourself and the world around you, and doing it with your head held high. 9, loyalty, standing by your people. Loyalty, in my opinion, is a quality that's often misunderstood. It's about showing up time and time again, even when things aren't perfect. It's about being the one who sticks by your family, your friends, your community, and even your own values. No matter how much the world might be trying to pull you in other directions. I've learned that loyalty isn't just about staying with the people that treat you well. It's about being the kind of person that others can count on. When you're loyal to those you care about, you're also loyal to the person you're becoming. And fam, that's something worth holding on to. 10, love. Learning to love yourself and others. Love is the most important thing of all. For years, I struggled with love, both giving and receiving it. I didn't know how to love myself, and because of that, I had trouble showing love to others. But over time, I realized that love is what makes everything else fall into place. To love others, you first have to love yourself. That don't mean being arrogant or self-centered, which I have been. It means accepting who you are, flaws and all, and treating yourself to the same kindness and compassion that you would show others that you care about. Once you've learned to love yourself, you'll find that you have an endless well of love to give to others. A good man loves his family, his friends, his community. And maybe most importantly, he loves himself enough to be the best version of who he can be. So fam, what's this mean to me? It means a good man is always evolving. I've learned being a good man isn't about reaching a final destination. It's about the journey. It's about choosing to show up every day despite your past and trying to be a better version of yourself. Life will keep throwing challenges at you, but it's how you respond that defines you. You don't have to be perfect. None of us are. But in my opinion, if you strive to live by these 10 principles, you'll find that being a good man is about what you've done or where you've been. It's about who you choose to be today and every day moving forward. It's never too late to grow, to change, to start fresh. Every man, no matter his past, has the power to shape his future. So take a moment, reflect on your life, and ask yourself, what kind of man do I want to be? Then go out there and make it happen. I'm the GenX PawPaw, and I'd like to thank everybody for taking time out of their day to listen to this. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed or got anything out of it. Have a blessed day. One love.
I'm an Appalachian boy, you can feel it in my soul.